So I bought a broken Thomas, as you know, from eBay, and I also bought a broken Bertie, and I've kept his speaker. Well, the Thomas, although it was described as broken, it does work, but it doesn't work perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to change a speaker. If you want to see more videos like this or any of those I've already uploaded, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Now it's not easy, so I'm going to need you to make sure that you get your parents to help you, or you get your parents to do the job themselves. Now when you open Thomas, what happens is, first of all, the activation button will fall out. So you take that, put that to the side. Next, pull out your speaker. Now this speaker is definitely defective. So let's have a look at inside of Thomas. There's a switch there which is activated as the wheels spin. There's the switch. There's the on and off button, and that's the mechanism to line up the eyes. But on this particular incident, all we're interested in is removing this speaker. So I'm going to turn Thomas off. We're going to remove the speaker. Now to do this, you're going to need a soldering iron. Now on your own, it's not particularly easy, but what I do is I pull the wire, use a soldering iron, and once you melt the solder, it will come off. Now what you have to do is remember which wire goes on which side. So the wire on the right to the position on the right, the wire on the left is going to the position on the left. Now when you do this job, you've got to be very, very careful, because the end of that nozzle is extremely hot and it will burn you. So now let's just put that dodgy speaker to the side. Now this is Bertie's speaker. Now I don't know whether Bertie's speaker is any good, but we will try. So again, when you're doing this on your own, it's not particularly easy, but you have to line up the wire on the solder. Now sometimes it's best to get a surface that you can place the speaker on, which is what I'm doing now. Now that's soldered quickly and nicely because there's a lot of solder on it and the wires are clean. Now do the other side. Now we'll see whether this speaker works or not. If this speaker works, happy days. If not, I'm going to need to get a new one. Line up the wire. That's soldered. So now it's soldered. Let's turn Thomas back on and see if it works. If it doesn't work, it is working, but we know this speaker is worn as well. And what happens is, over the years, condensation from the air goes into the speaker and it starts to corrode the components. So this speaker is no good, so we can dispose of that as well. Now when you do this soldering, you've got to do it very, very quickly, and the reason is, if not, the heat will travel down the wire and it will travel down to the circuit board and it will damage your Thomas. So you need to be quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this speaker off now, because we know it's no good. So that speaker's coming off. Now I'm going to leave you a link in the description so you can see where to purchase these speakers from eBay. But what I'm going to do is, rather than use a new speaker, I've got a damaged Thomas that works, and I'm going to take his speaker off and use it to repair my other Thomas. That's the beauty of having spares. So when you buy trains and they're broken, don't get overly disappointed. So let's take off Thomas's speaker, because we know it works. Not always easy on your own, easier with a friend. Go. Right, so that's that speaker off, so we can put the other Thomas to the side. He's now had his tyres used, and we've also used his speaker. So as I say, it wasn't an absolute disaster. Now just going to resolder my broken Thomas onto this speaker. Again, line the wire up, but that worked well because all of the connections are clean and the wire's clean. Second one done. So let's turn Thomas on. So there we have Thomas. He's now working backwards and forwards. It's still not perfect no matter what speaker I use, so I truly believe that there's probably some sort of damage to the motherboard or other connectors. But anyway, that is how to change a speaker. I hope this video was useful for you. Well, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and I hope to see you all again soon.